Have you ever wondered why so many foreigners fall in love with Singapore the moment they arrive? Why do people from all over the world describe it as a paradise? Not just to visit, but to live, work, and raise a family. In today's video, we'll explore exactly what makes Singapore feel like heaven on earth to so many people. From its spotless streets and incredible food, to its safety, order, and multicultural warmth. Singapore isn't just another modern city, it's a way of life that blends efficiency with soul. So sit back and relax, because by the end of this video, you might just find yourself wishing you could pack your bags and move there too. 1. A city that works like clockwork. Singapore truly earns its reputation as a city that runs like clockwork. From the moment you step onto its streets, you feel the pulse of precision and order in everything around you. The trains glide in with exact timing, not a minute late, and the buses move seamlessly through clean, well-marked roads. Even at rush hour, there's a sense of calm efficiency. Electronic systems make payments, bookings, and renewals simple and fast, so you rarely waste a moment standing in line or dealing with confusion. This smoothness is deeply rooted in Singapore's culture of discipline and planning. Decades ago, when the nation was still developing, its leaders realized that efficiency would be its lifeline. Today, that vision shows up in every part of daily life, from how neatly queues form at the MRT stations to how neatly trimmed the grass along the sidewalks always looks. Foreigners often call it stress-free living because the systems here seem designed to remove chaos. Whether you're visiting a clinic, mailing a package, or applying for a permit, everything is clear, digital, and fast. There's a quiet comfort in knowing that things simply work. No surprises, no excuses. For people coming from countries where inefficiency feels normal, Singapore can feel like stepping into the future, a place where time is respected and order is a shared value. It's not just convenience, it's the foundation of the peace and productivity that define life on the island. Clean green and incredibly beautiful Singapore's beauty lies not only in its skyline, but in its spotless streets and breathtaking greenery. The moment you arrive at Changi Airport, where even the floors gleam, you realize that cleanliness isn't just encouraged here, it's a way of life. The government enforces strict anti-littering laws, but it's the citizens' discipline and civic pride that truly keep the country pristine. You'll rarely find graffiti, overflowing bins, or polluted waterways. Even the drains are clean enough to see fish swimming through them. But what truly sets Singapore apart is its harmony between nature and modernity. This isn't a city that replaced green with concrete. It blended the two beautifully. Towering skyscrapers are wrapped in vertical gardens, while tree-lined avenues and flowering plants decorate the roads. The famous Gardens by the Bay, with its towering super trees, perfectly symbolizes Singapore's vision, a futuristic city rooted in nature. Every neighborhood has parks, walking trails, and reservoirs, making it easy to enjoy fresh air and serenity within minutes of home. Even downtown areas like Marina Bay and Orchard Road feel peaceful, thanks to the abundance of greenery and open spaces. Foreigners often say Singapore feels too clean to be real. Yet it's this intentional cleanliness, combined with lush vegetation and modern design, that gives the city its magical balance. It's a place where nature coexists with progress and where beauty isn't accidental. It's carefully cultivated every single day. 3. A melting pot of cultures. Singapore's greatest treasure is its harmony and diversity, a living example of how multiple cultures can thrive together in genuine respect and unity. On this small island, Chinese, Malays, Indians, Eurasians, and countless expatriates from around the world form a rich cultural mosaic that shapes daily life. Walk through the city and you'll hear a symphony of languages: English, Mandarin, Malay, Tamil, and Singlish, blending naturally in conversations. The diversity is not hidden behind walls. It's proudly displayed in every corner. In one short stroll, you might pass a Buddhist temple, a mosque, and a church, all coexisting peacefully side by side. Foreigners are often amazed that religious harmony isn't just a slogan here, it's reality. Food, festivals, and traditions weave these cultures together. You can have Indian paratha for breakfast, Chinese dim sum for lunch, and Malay nasi lemak for dinner, all in the same food court. Festivals like Chinese New Year, Deepavali, Hari Raya, and Christmas light up the city with color, music, and joy, and everyone celebrates together, regardless of background. This openness makes foreigners feel instantly at home. There's no pressure to change who you are. Your difference becomes part of Singapore's collective identity. It's a country that teaches the world that peace is possible when people value respect over rivalry. In Singapore, diversity isn't a challenge to manage, it's a strength to cherish. And that's what makes it so special. 4. Safety that's almost unbelievable. Singapore's sense of safety is so extraordinary that it often feels unreal to newcomers. In a world where crime and insecurity are everyday worries, Singapore stands as a quiet exception, a place where peace of mind is the norm, not the luxury. You can walk down a dimly lit street at midnight, take a jog through the park at dawn, or let your kids ride the MRT alone without anxiety. It's not uncommon to see someone reserve a table at a food court by leaving their phone or wallet and find it untouched when they return. This level of safety is the result of both firm laws and a deeply ingrained culture of discipline. The justice system here is transparent, swift, and respected. But beyond enforcement, there's something more powerful at play, a collective sense of integrity and civic responsibility. Singaporeans grow up understanding that public order benefits everyone, and foreigners quickly adapt to that same mindset. Surveillance systems, community policing, and efficient emergency services ensure that crime is not just punished but prevented. Yet it never feels oppressive. It feels reassuring. The result is a calm environment where people can live, work, and travel without fear. For many foreigners, this feeling of security is life-changing. It allows them to focus on living, not surviving. Whether you're an expat professional or a visitor exploring late-night hawker centers, Singapore's safety gives you something money can't buy, peace of mind. And that's what makes it truly feel like paradise. 5. The food. A flavor explosion. Singapore's food scene is nothing short of legendary, a vibrant, mouth-watering celebration of its multicultural soul. For many foreigners, it's the first thing that captures their hearts and taste buds. Food here isn't just sustenance. It's a shared national language that brings everyone together, no matter who they are. At the heart of it all are the hawker centers, open-air food courts where locals and foreigners sit side by side, enjoying dishes that tell the story of Singapore's diverse heritage. From the fragrant steam of Hainanese chicken rice and the rich coconut aroma of nasi lemak, to the fiery spice of Indian curries and the creamy comfort of laksa. Every stall carries a piece of history and home. For just a few Singapore dollars, you can enjoy a meal that would rival any fine restaurant in the world. Cleanliness and quality are taken seriously. Even the simplest stalls meet strict hygiene standards. Many are Michelin recognized, proving that great food doesn't have to come with a high price tag. And when night falls, the city's hawker hubs buzz with life. Laughter, sizzling woks, and clinking plates filling the air. For foreigners, eating in Singapore becomes more than a daily routine. It's a cultural journey. Each bite introduces a new flavor, a new story, a new connection. It's a place where taste unites people, and where the simple act of sharing a meal feels like celebrating the very heart of Singapore itself. 4. Changi Airport, more than an airport. Changi Airport isn't just a gateway to Singapore. It's a destination in itself, a masterpiece of design and hospitality that leaves travelers in awe. Consistently ranked as the world's best airport, Changi feels more like a five-star resort than a transportation hub. The moment foreigners step inside, they're greeted by lush indoor gardens, soothing music, and an atmosphere so calm it's easy to forget you're in an airport. Its most iconic feature, the jeweled Changi, captures this spirit perfectly. A breathtaking dome of glass and steel crowned by the rain vortex, the world's tallest indoor waterfall. Surrounded by a tropical forest, cafes, and walking trails, it's a place where nature and technology meet in a stunning harmony. But it's not just about looks, it's about care. Every corner of Changi is designed with travelers in mind. There are movie theaters, art installations, rooftop swimming pools, nap pods, and free Wi-Fi throughout. Families relax, transit passengers explore, and business travelers unwind, all without stress or rush. Even customs and baggage systems operate with unmatched efficiency, reflecting Singapore's obsession with precision. For many visitors, Changi is their first taste of Singapore's values: innovation, order, and warmth. It sets the tone for the entire experience ahead. A country where everything works beautifully, where people are thoughtful, and where even an airport becomes a symbol of national pride. In short, Changi Airport doesn't just connect flights, it connects people to the very soul of Singapore. 7. Strong economy and job opportunities. Singapore's economy is a remarkable story of vision, discipline, and transformation. Despite being a tiny island with no natural resources, it has become one of the most powerful financial hubs in the world, a place where innovation thrives and opportunities are abundant. Global banks, tech giants, and startups all find a home here, drawn by Singapore's stability, efficiency, and pro-business environment. Foreign professionals are often amazed by how smooth and structured the working culture is. Offices are clean, systems are organized, and expectations are clear. Salaries are competitive, and the government ensures fair labor practices that protect both employers and employees. But what truly makes Singapore stand out is its culture of meritocracy. Hard work, not background, determines success. Whether you're a construction worker, a teacher, or a CEO, you're respected for contributing to society. Singapore also invests heavily in education and skills development, ensuring its workforce remains future-ready. This focus on continuous growth keeps the economy resilient, even during global downturns. It's no wonder that multinational companies choose Singapore as their Asian headquarters, and expats flock here seeking stability and growth. Beyond wealth, there's a shared pride in building something lasting. Work here isn't just about chasing money. It's about being part of a nation that believes in excellence and discipline. For foreigners, this mindset is refreshing and inspiring, making Singapore not only a place to work but a place to grow and truly belong. 8. Healthcare and education. That inspire confidence, Singapore's healthcare and education systems are two pillars that make the country feel safe, stable, and trustworthy, especially to foreigners seeking long-term living. The healthcare system is among the best in the world, combining advanced technology, skilled professionals, and a strong sense of accountability. Hospitals and clinics are spotless, efficiently run, and staffed with multilingual doctors who take time to explain things clearly. Medical services are transparent, from pricing to treatment plans, giving patients peace of mind. Preventive care is also emphasized, ensuring people stay healthy rather than only being treated when ill. Foreigners are often surprised by how accessible high-quality healthcare is, whether in public hospitals or private clinics. Even emergencies are handled swiftly and smoothly, reflecting Singapore's trademark precision and care for human life. Education, too, stands as a source of pride. Singapore's students consistently rank among the top globally in math, science, and literacy, not by pressure alone, but through structure, values, and quality teaching. The country's bilingual policy ensures children grow up fluent in English while staying connected to their mother tongue. Schools, from public to international, focus not just on grades, but on discipline, respect, and curiosity. For expat families, this creates a deep sense of security, knowing their children are learning in a safe, nurturing, and world-class environment. Together, healthcare and education form the foundation of Singapore's success, systems that build confidence, foster trust, and make life here feel both comfortable and complete. 9. Transportation that feels effortless. Getting around Singapore is a smooth, stress-free experience that truly shows how well the city is planned. The public transport system, from its sleek mass rapid transit (MRT) trains to its clean, punctual buses, is designed to make movement effortless for everyone. Trains arrive every few minutes, stations are spotless and air-conditioned, and signs are clear and multilingual, making it easy even for first-time visitors to find their way. Buses connect every neighborhood, ensuring that no part of the island feels isolated. Even during peak hours, the system runs efficiently, reflecting Singapore's deep respect for time and order. For those who prefer convenience, taxis and ride-hailing services like Grab are abundant, reliable, and fairly priced, a blessing for both residents and travelers. Interestingly, Singapore's government intentionally keeps car ownership limited through high taxes and strict policies, not to punish drivers, but to reduce congestion and promote sustainability. Instead of endless traffic jams, the city enjoys smooth roads and breathable air, proof that smart urban planning really works. Foreigners often say it's liberating to live in a place where they don't need a car. You can commute to work, explore cultural districts, or enjoy a night out without worrying about parking, delays, or safety. Every ride feels comfortable, clean, and predictable. Exactly what people mean when they say Singapore runs like a well-oiled machine. For many expats, this ease of movement is one of the daily luxuries that make life here so pleasant. 10. Strict but fair rules. Singapore's reputation for being strict is well known, but what surprises most foreigners is how reasonable and effective those rules actually are. The city's laws may seem tough on the surface, fines for littering, jaywalking, or vandalism. But these regulations are what keep the country clean, safe, and peaceful. In Singapore, the rules aren't about control, they're about respect for people, for public spaces, and for the community as a whole. You won't see reckless drivers cutting lanes or people arguing loudly in public. Public transport stays orderly, streets remain spotless, and crime is almost non-existent. This sense of discipline gives daily life a calm rhythm. Everyone understands what's acceptable, and that shared understanding creates harmony without needing constant enforcement. Foreigners often find the system surprisingly freeing. In many countries, the lack of structure means living with unpredictability, noise, corruption, or danger. But in Singapore, you can relax knowing things are handled fairly and efficiently. The law applies equally to everyone, from the average worker to top officials, reinforcing a deep sense of justice. Over time, foreigners begin to appreciate how this order allows true freedom. The freedom to walk safely at night, to raise children without fear, and to live without unnecessary stress. Singapore's rules may seem firm, but they exist for a simple reason: to protect the peace and quality of life that make this island nation a paradise of order in a chaotic world. 11. The perfect blend of East and West. Singapore truly stands as a bridge between East and West, a place where traditions meet technology and where culture blends seamlessly with modern comfort. Its location at the heart of Asia has shaped it into a global crossroads, welcoming influences from all directions. You can feel this balance in every aspect of life. The respect, discipline, and harmony often associated with the East combine effortlessly with the efficiency, innovation, and openness of the West. The city's infrastructure rivals any modern metropolis: skyscrapers, smart public transport, and digital convenience. Yet beneath it all lies a deeply rooted Asian soul. You'll find locals bowing slightly in greeting, elders being shown respect, and community ties remaining strong even in the fast-paced business districts. Foreigners often find this mix both familiar and refreshing. English is widely spoken, making communication easy, but cultural richness surrounds you at every corner, from colorful temples and street markets to futuristic malls and fine dining restaurants. It's a place where you can meditate at a quiet monastery in the morning, enjoy a Western-style brunch at noon, and attend a high-tech business conference by afternoon. This perfect balance makes adaptation effortless. It's neither too rigidly traditional nor too detachedly modern. Instead, Singapore offers the best of both worlds, the heart of Asia with the mind of the West. And that harmony is what makes so many foreigners not just visit, but stay, calling this vibrant island their second home. 12. A government that actually works. Singapore's government is often seen as one of the most efficient and trustworthy in the world. And for good reason. Foreigners are often astonished at how smoothly everything functions, from public transport to healthcare to infrastructure. What sets Singapore apart is its strong foundation of integrity, transparency, and long-term vision. Corruption is virtually non-existent, and this isn't by luck. It's the result of strict laws, accountability, and a culture that values honesty over influence. Policies are made with precision and purpose. Whether it's managing housing, education, or economic development, every initiative is carefully planned to benefit both current and future generations. The Housing Development Board, HDB, for instance, provides affordable, high-quality homes for millions, a feat few nations can match. Likewise, the government's forward-thinking approach to technology, climate resilience, and sustainable growth ensures that Singapore stays ahead in a rapidly changing world. Leaders are chosen through merit, not favoritism, creating a culture where competence is valued over connections. This builds deep public trust, something many foreigners find remarkable, especially those coming from countries where inefficiency and corruption are common. What impresses most is how Singapore doesn't just announce big ideas, it executes them. Roads get built, projects get completed, and promises get kept. It's a country where words turn into action and where progress feels tangible. For foreigners, Singapore's leadership is not just effective, it's inspirational, showing what good governance can truly achieve when guided by vision, discipline, and integrity. 13. Harmony between old and new. Singapore is one of the few places in the world where history and modernity coexist in perfect harmony. Walk through the city, and you'll see glass towers soaring into the sky beside charming colonial buildings, ancient temples, and colorful shop houses that tell stories from generations past. It's a city that constantly evolves, yet never erases its roots, and that's what gives it such a unique character. Foreigners often marvel at how seamlessly the old and new blend together. In areas like Chinatown, Little India, and Kampong Glam, traditional heritage buildings stand proudly preserved, housing everything from family-run stores to trendy cafes. Just a few streets away, futuristic landmarks like Marina Bay Sands, the Esplanade, and Gardens by the Bay represent Singapore's forward-looking spirit. It's as if every corner of the island whispers a different chapter of the same story, one of progress built on respect for tradition. This thoughtful balance didn't happen by chance. Singapore's urban planners intentionally protect historical sites while promoting innovation and development. The result is a city where you can feel nostalgia and excitement in the same moment, where modern convenience lives hand in hand with cultural depth. For foreigners, this harmony gives Singapore its soul. It's not a sterile metropolis or a museum frozen in time. It's a living, breathing example of how a nation can honor its past while shaping its future. That graceful coexistence is part of what makes Singapore unforgettable. 14. Respect for personal space and order. In Singapore, respect for personal space and order isn't just a social habit, it's part of the national identity. The culture here thrives on consideration, calmness, and discipline, and foreigners notice it almost immediately. Whether you're at a bus stop, a coffee shop, or an MRT station, people form neat lines, wait their turn, and avoid pushing or raising their voices. There's an unspoken understanding that everyone shares the same space and that courtesy keeps daily life smooth and peaceful. This sense of order extends beyond behavior. It's built into the way the city functions. Roads are organized, signs are clear, and public areas are designed to prevent chaos. Even during rush hour when trains are full, there's little noise or frustration. The result is a kind of calm efficiency that makes everyday living feel easier and more predictable. For foreigners, especially those used to crowded or noisy cities, this environment feels like a breath of fresh air. There's no constant honking, shouting, or jostling, just quiet respect. It's not about being overly formal, it's about harmony. Everyone understands that public peace begins with personal behavior. This collective mindfulness gives Singapore a rare serenity that's hard to find in modern cities. It's the kind of order that doesn't feel rigid but reassuring. A reminder that when people value respect and cooperation, even the busiest places can feel calm and human. 15. A lifestyle that promotes health and balance. Singapore's lifestyle naturally encourages health, balance, and well-being, not through pressure, but through smart design and culture. Every part of the city seems built to make staying active and relaxed feel effortless. At sunrise, you'll find joggers and cyclists along East Coast Park, yoga enthusiasts stretching by Marina Bay, and seniors gracefully practicing Tai Chi under shady trees in neighborhood gardens. With year-round warm weather, outdoor activity becomes a way of life rather than a chore. The city is filled with green spaces, parks, nature reserves, and walking trails, all connected through the Park Connector network that lets residents explore miles of greenery safely. This easy access to nature helps people escape the stresses of city life without ever leaving it. Even the air feels cleaner, thanks to Singapore's commitment to environmental health and urban greenery. When it comes to food, Singapore strikes a beautiful balance between indulgence and wellness. Hawker centers and food courts serve nutritious, portion-controlled meals, from steamed fish to fresh tropical fruits, alongside local favorites like chicken rice and laksa. Eating well doesn't mean giving up flavor, it's simply a part of the lifestyle. Foreigners often find this rhythm refreshing, a society where work, relaxation, and health coexist harmoniously. You don't need to chase wellness trends here. It's built into the way people live. In Singapore, balance isn't a luxury. It's the quiet, steady heartbeat of daily life. 16. Festivals and celebrations that never end. Singapore's festive spirit is one of its most charming qualities, a living reflection of its cultural harmony and joy for life. No matter the time of year, the island is alive with celebrations that unite people across races and religions. The moment Chinese New Year arrives, Chinatown bursts into golden red, filled with lanterns, lion dances, and the scent of festive sweets. A few months later, Little India glows with deep purples and golden lights during Deepavali, as families welcome guests with open doors and colorful Rangoli designs at their doorsteps. When Hari Raya comes around, Geylang Serai transforms into a lively night market of food, laughter, and community warmth. The aroma of satay and traditional Malay delicacies fills the air as families reunite and share in gratitude. And when December rolls in, Orchard Road turns into a winter wonderland, dazzling Christmas lights, carols, and festive markets that could rival any Western city's holiday charm. What's truly beautiful is how every Singaporean, regardless of background, participates in each other's celebrations. Foreigners find this spirit deeply moving, a reminder that diversity doesn't divide, it connects. Every festival becomes an opportunity to learn, share, and celebrate humanity itself. For newcomers, these constant bursts of joy make life in Singapore vibrant and heartwarming. There's always a reason to smile, something to experience, and a sense of belonging that transcends culture or faith. In Singapore, the calendar isn't just about dates. It's about unity and color, light and laughter. 17. Housing that feels like community. Singapore's Housing and Development Board, HDB flats, are more than just places to live. They're the heartbeat of community life. Over 80% of Singapore's population resides in these well-designed public housing estates, which are known globally for their cleanliness, affordability, and smart planning. What truly makes HDB housing special, however, is how it fosters unity and equality among residents. Unlike in many countries where social classes live apart, Singapore's system is intentionally mixed. The government ensures that every neighborhood includes a blend of ethnicities, Chinese, Malay, Indian, and others, so that people from different backgrounds grow up side by side. This thoughtful policy doesn't just promote tolerance, it builds everyday friendship and understanding. Foreigners often find this deeply admirable, a society where diversity isn't just preached, but practiced in the very structure of living spaces. The flats themselves are modern, well-maintained, and surrounded by conveniences, schools, shops, parks, and community centers, all within walking distance. Public areas are kept spotless, and neighbors often greet each other warmly, creating a sense of belonging that's rare in big cities. Even the design encourages connection, with shared courtyards and open corridors where residents naturally interact. Foreigners are often surprised to see that these apartments aren't just for the poor or lower class. They're home to teachers, professionals, and retirees alike. This equality in living standards keeps society grounded and cohesive. In Singapore, housing isn't just about shelter. It's about community, dignity, and shared humanity. 18. A future-ready nation. Singapore has always been a nation with its eyes firmly on the future. Despite its small size, it continues to lead the world in innovation, urban planning, and sustainability. The government's commitment to progress is visible everywhere, in its gleaming skyline, efficient transport systems, and digital-first approach to governance. From cashless payments and automated services to data-driven urban planning, Singapore operates like a living laboratory for the modern world. The country's Smart Nation initiative is a prime example. It connects everything from traffic lights to healthcare, through technology, improving efficiency and quality of life. Self-driving buses, intelligent energy grids, and AI-powered systems are no longer experiments here. They're everyday realities. Foreigners often marvel at how Singapore has managed to embrace such rapid modernization while keeping its charm, safety, and social balance intact. Sustainability also plays a central role in this forward-thinking vision. Rooftop gardens, vertical farms, and eco-friendly buildings are integrated into the city's design, showing that progress doesn't have to come at the planet's expense. Education and innovation are also heavily supported, ensuring that the next generation continues to push boundaries. What truly impresses foreigners is how Singapore achieves all this without chaos or disruption. It grows with precision, guided by vision, discipline, and care. It's a place where the future feels bright, secure, and human-centered. Singapore doesn't just prepare for tomorrow, it quietly builds it today, one smart, thoughtful step at a time. 19. Politeness and courtesy everywhere. Politeness and courtesy are deeply woven into the fabric of Singaporean society, creating an atmosphere that feels calm, respectful, and genuinely pleasant. Whether you're speaking to airport staff, ordering food from a hawker, or taking a taxi, you'll notice a quiet professionalism and warmth in the way people interact. Service workers take pride in what they do, and customers, in turn, show appreciation. A mutual respect that makes even small daily encounters feel graceful. This culture of courtesy isn't artificial. It's a reflection of values taught from an early age. Schools emphasize manners, empathy, and community responsibility, shaping citizens who naturally care about how their actions affect others. You'll see it everywhere. Commuters offering seats to the elderly, cashiers greeting customers with sincerity, or strangers holding doors open without hesitation. It's the kind of kindness that doesn't draw attention to itself, but makes life flow smoothly. Foreigners often find this level of civility remarkable, especially in such a fast-paced urban environment. There's no loud chaos, no rudeness, no unnecessary confrontation, just an underlying tone of calm respect. Even in moments of disagreement, Singaporeans tend to stay composed and polite, preferring harmony over conflict. This everyday courtesy doesn't just make life more comfortable, it builds trust and peace in a diverse society. In Singapore, good manners aren't just about etiquette. They're about creating a shared sense of dignity. It's what makes the city feel not only efficient, but truly human. 20. Peace, predictability, and pride. What truly makes Singapore feel like a paradise is the quiet peace that fills every part of life here. Beyond the glittering skyline and modern comforts, there's a deep sense of security and order that allows people to live without constant worry. You can stroll through the city late at night and feel completely safe, knowing the streets are well lit, clean, and calm. That serenity is priceless. It gives life a steady rhythm that feels both peaceful and empowering. Foreigners often say that Singapore feels predictable, but in the best possible way. Trains arrive on time, systems work, and people keep their promises. There's no daily chaos, no uncertainty about whether things will function as they should. This reliability gives residents a sense of confidence and ease that's rare in many other countries. And then there's pride, the quiet pride Singaporeans take in their city. Every clean street, every orderly park, every efficient system reflects a collective respect for what the nation has built. It's not arrogance, it's gratitude and shared responsibility. Foreigners often feel inspired by this spirit, the idea that everyone, no matter their role, contributes to keeping the country shining. In the end, Singapore's magic isn't just in its beauty or wealth, it's in how it makes people feel. Peaceful, grounded, hopeful. It's a place where life runs smoothly, respect is real, and the world seems to work exactly the way it was meant to. Conclusion. At its heart, what makes Singapore a paradise to foreigners is its remarkable balance. The harmony between order and warmth, ambition and peace, progress and compassion. It's a country that shows the world that modernity doesn't have to mean chaos, and discipline doesn't have to mean coldness. Here, efficiency meets empathy, technology thrives alongside tradition, and people from every corner of the world coexist in genuine respect. Singapore isn't flawless, but it comes astonishingly close to what many imagine an ideal society could be, one where systems serve people and people care for their surroundings and each other. For every visitor who's walked along its spotless streets, marveled at its glowing skyline, or shared a simple meal at a hawker center buzzing with laughter and life, Singapore leaves something behind, a feeling of peace, pride, and belonging. It's no wonder so many foreigners come for a short visit and end up never wanting to leave, because Singapore doesn't just impress the eye, it touches the heart. What about you? Have you ever experienced Singapore? Or is it on your list of dream destinations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell because we'll be uncovering more fascinating cultures, cities, and hidden gems from around the world. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay curious, stay inspired, and remember, paradise isn't just found in nature or wealth. Sometimes it's built, carefully, thoughtfully, and together, just like Singapore.